freaking Stark, because, alright, the whole point, and if you watch, like, Captain America, so this is from the movies, because I'm not really sure about the comics, but from the movies, when you watch Captain America, you see, like, Senior Stark, and he's working all this stuff with the government to help, you know, make the super soldier, whatever, to help protect the people. But in the meantime, he's also creating weapons and things, because World War II is actually the time when you started seeing mechanization, people just basically designing things to kill each other. So that was just like the big thing of that era. It's just like all these like scary weapons and whatnot. So Stark Senior sees this because he's a smart person, and he's like, oh, all these dangerous weapons, you know, I should make it my business to make sure that my weapons don't get into the wrong hands so people don't get hurt. So you get Tony Stark, who is pretty much our lovable asshole. But, I mean, lovable assholeness aside, he still has taken up that that responsibility that his father left him to keep his weapons and keep his engineering and things from getting into the wrong hands. And in the movie, that's pretty much literally how everything gets started. He's like in Afghanistan because his weapons have been getting onto the black market, and then he ends up in the cave with the engineer and the sharpener and then that basically sets off everything off. But it's still a daddy issue.
Yes. Also, another daddy issue is having superheroes and villains is Loki and Thor, as Jessica pointed out.
Oh yes.
Right.
Care to elaborate?
Okay, so you know, Odin, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Odin took Loki as a child from the Frost Giants and used him as like a bargaining chip. So he raised him with the belief that one day he could potentially become king. Because he was
Asgardian.
Asgardian. But Loki is not actually Asgardian. He's actually Frost Giant, which is the hated enemies of the Asgardians. So that like sparks his whole entire wanks and angst that fuels Loki throughout his misadventures in the Marvel universe.
Ah. Because it's based off of lore, but yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. I forgot all about them. Any other like superhero daddy issue things? I mean,
I don't think of any more superheroes who have daddy issues.
I mean, Superman got sent to Earth by his father, but that was for his benefit.
Not really but that's not kind of specific on daddy issues. And I'm not really sure, because there was the whole thing where he goes up into the North Pole, the Fortress of Solitude, and he kind of has those videotapes of Papa Kal-El. But I never watched any of the movies, and I haven't read any of the comics to know anything. So I am going off of pop culture. I'm floating on it. I don't know anything in depth. I'm trying to actually think of any other superhero who has the daddy issues.
Want to tell us about your Peter Griffin and?
Oh, I just said that Peter Griffin and his dad had some issues.
Oh,
that's true.
Oh my God!
You know,
you just reminded me.
Lois and the kids and stuff, and he always pushed Peter to do stuff, and he was very, very mean. He bothered him.
Hardcore Catholic.
And later on, they found out that wasn't even his dad.
Well,
or even like
guy.
Or even how like the episode with the Pope, and the Pope shows up and he's like trying to convince Peter's father that Pete's actually a pretty good guy and he went through all this trouble to impress him, and his dad is all crotchety. It's like, you've gone soft, Pope.
But oh my God, you just reminded me of freaking have any of you guys watched King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cotton and freaking Hank. Oh my God.
Yeah. His dad, that man is crazy.
What do we should explain?
Or something?
No,
we should explain King of the Hill.
Or some kind of
King of the Hill is basically takes place in a made-up town called I think it's like Arlen.
It's some weird town in Texas.
Arlen in Texas. And it's basically about the dude named Hank, his family, and misadventures that just happen in daily life. And
his neighbors.
His neighbors, yes. and he has a father named Cotton. And this dude, this motherfucker, this short ass non-shin having motherfucker, he keeps making up his stories of him being in like various wars, and they don't make any sense. He was in World War II, and he was in Korea, and then Vietnam, possibly. I don't know. And he never can keep the story straight. He's a straight up misogynist. He ended up leaving Hank's mother, and he ended up, of course, because again he fought in World War II. He knocked up a Japanese lady and ended up having a half son in Japan. He isn't enamored with any of that shit either. He ends up he ends up having another child with I believe it was one of Hank's like students in high school or something. So yeah. He is all the horrible things, and yet it's like Hank has to completely deal with his ass because deep down he is a sad human being.
And then, I mean, honestly, Cotton, with, like, all of his crazy stories and just, he's racist, he's horrible to be around. Oh my gosh, Peggy hates the man, but it's still his father, so he has to basically deal with him. And I think that's the whole point of Cotton, is that it doesn't really matter how much of an asshole your father is, he's still your father, and you have to respect him, because that's
it's like that's just how it goes until he dies, and then it's like, okay.
Okay. That was fun.
Okay. So, any more daddy issues?
I can't.
I'm gonna say it already. Zuko, Jesus Christ.
Oh God,
Oh, God.
Zuko.
Who's Zuko?
From Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I don't watch Avatar.
Jessica, we're no longer friends.
That was easy.
I mean, like, it
Get out of
came
my
on
house.
Nickelodeon. Like, yeah.
Get out of my house. We're no longer friends.
What? I always say
Oh
this
my
to me.
God.
I always say this to me because he's obsessed with Avatar. And he's like, you never seen it? I'm like, no. It came on Nickelodeon and I wasn't interested. Maybe if it came on Cartoon Network, I probably would have watched it.
You can't judge a show by what
I'm not
channel
saying
it
that
comes
it's.
on.
Oh my God, that's not like what I'm trying to say. It's just like I just never.
It didn't click, and it wasn't on a network that she particularly would watch, Papa.
I mean, eventually maybe I'll watch it, but
If you have the
We
Netflix,
should
they have
stream
it on
it.
there. I want to actually stream it because I got my DVDs here with me, and I got Netflix, and Netflix has Avatar on it.
Disappointed.
I mean, like I would when it would be on the TV, I would kind of look at it, but I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad show or anything like that. It's just I never got into it.
We used to stream it.
Damn,
We should have like a
I'm so
marathon, so you can see it from beginning to end. Because you know what? I haven't really seen all of it either.
I will watch it. I promise.
You haven't done like well. Never mind, you don't actually have all the DVDs. I do know that whenever my cousins would come over, it was like, okay, we're gonna watch Water, Earth, and then we don't really watch Fire because that one kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, we should stream that. Yeah,
Okay.
Zuko and his dad. Yeah.
Zuko and his dad, and Azula and her mom. Damn it, we could have used did we already do Azula for Mama Issues?
Well, it wasn't mama issues. It was supposed to be like how female characters are usually more mothers are more worth more when they're dead or they're not there than if they actually exist and have character. Which
We do Zuko and Azula's mom though.
I'm not sure.
Damn, that was a missed opportunity of awesome. All right, anyway, okay, we should wrap up this bonus outtake.
Yeah.
You didn't really talk about Zuko and his dad, though. You just proceeded to.
I know.
Okay,
I know
Saturn-
it gets derailed.
Okay, Zuko and his dad are basically honor.
Oh my God! Okay, I'll say it then. basically it's a complicated relationship in which you have a person who again respects and honors their parent. They want to be able to do well. It's not so much doing good, but it's being able to be competent. And sadly, because again, Ozai only be caring about having the really, really good power set of firebending, he does not care particularly much. So you have Zuko, who again isn't good at doing things. He tries so hard to again be not even just like in the #1 spot, but just simply having being admired by his father, that even when he slips up, it kind of closes him off.
Which you're gonna mess up because that's how humans work, Dean.
But what I mean was when he basically steps out of line at the at a war meeting. That's when he should have not opened his mouth. But that's again, he did that, and that completely screwed the kid up. But to be fair, on the other hand, if you had you not gotten the scar on your face, you wouldn't have gone through the journey of learning about life's complexities and that everything isn't always what it seems from your narrow, privileged position in life.
I still really want to read the books with Zuko because apparently he's an asshole in them.
Oh my god. Okay, this is going to be... Oh my god. Please tell me you're talking about the comics.
The comics, the books, whatever, The Promise.
Oh my god, I still have them on my drive.
Wow.
Which, to be fair, it's like, as far as the only one I actually like was the first one, because to be fair, it makes it seems reasonable, because I'm gonna keep going because fuck it, unless you guys really want to talk about the Bro TTs. Real quick.
Yeah, okay, let's go into the Bro TPs.
Alright,
okay, let me
cut this off then.